Testing, testing. I fucking recorded an episode, and at the end, I was talking about Bill Belichick again, and I was, for some reason, accidentally, the audio cut out when I started watching videos of him, and I'm just gonna say I completely changed my mind about every take on Bill Belichick. I think he's actually not only the best coach of all time, like if in all sports ever, but I think that I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm kind of stoned, but what was I gonna say about Bill? I don't know why I hated him so much. Well, clearly, you know, nobody wanted to hire the best coach of all time, which is, after watching videos of his press conferences, he talked about long snappers for 10 minutes straight with no fucking break. Long snappers. And, yeah, that's right. I'm actually funnier when I'm not being filtered and suppressed by whatever the fuck that is. But, yeah, Bill Belichick, probably the best person to ever, like, all around, to ever even be, like, watch a sport, play a sport, coach a sport, train a sport, like, all around. That's the thing. You know, things don't really make sense. You know, I hate to bring logic to the equation. Sometimes somebody's got to do it, man. I mean, holy shit. But, you know, we could go on vacation in Ukraine and Russia. We could do that. Or we could just give them like $250 billion to kill a bunch of innocent people. That's literally what we've done. Like, what are we doing? Can you how much money is the world worth? What about a couple shitbag countries in north and east of China and India? $250 billion, which is probably. I mean, does that even include all the? It probably does. I mean, yeah, they're buying it. Yeah, I mean, let's kill a bunch of innocent people who are like starving, and the Middle East is much better though. Those countries are in much better shape financially, structurally, as a country, economically. They got good food. They have one of the seven wonders of the world. So that's, that's a plus. You know, I don't know why this is so funny to me. Just the image of, I saw in the news like months and months ago, like a water truck driving through Israel and Gaza. or wherever the fuck this place is. And the water truck is full of like 5-gallon water, like 10 gallons water jugs, and they're full and just racing away from the people that it's bringing water to. I don't know. I do not know how or why that is so funny to me. It's like the truck has, it's like, you know, like one of those fruit trucks that they drive through the border when they're like bringing in a bunch of fucking poison dart frogs that have LSD on them, and they're like bringing children to be, as they're coming back, they're stealing children from the American families for like slavery, which is a pretty good profession. To be a guy pimping out children, it's bigger than the drug market in terms of how much money is exchanged. You know how many people do drugs in the world? So fucking many. And I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad one. For, let me see here. If we really want to get into this, which, you know, to be honest, it's like, why did OJ have to die? I really do miss his Twitter videos talking about Joe Biden pissing his pants again on stage. That. It's like, dude, somebody just put him out of his fucking misery. Like, send toxic gas through his basement air vents while he's sleeping. God damn, dude. If I was Joe Biden, you know, I used to think he was such an idiot. And I'm starting to like him now, too. He's kind of funny. Trump's funnier, but, like, Joe Biden is running a really good bit. And Kamalama Ding Dong she fucking was, like, arresting moms with, like, 4 children for having a fucking joint in California. You know what I mean? These are the kind of people that are running the country. And people love them. People love them. Trump is actually the shit, dude. Child sex abuse, that's right. Molestation. What is it? Incest, molestation. Incest, is that the term? Oh yeah. Goddamn. I had a funny bit a while ago about this country being so retarded that Joe Biden's gonna like be impeached, or the Whitakers are gonna like storm into the White House and kill all the Secret Service members and then kill Joe Biden and take over like a purge situation. The Whitakers, and people would love it probably. they talk like they're barking dogs, most of them. I mean, no, you know what I mean? It's kind of funny. Not even in a mean way. It's like it's just a funny idea of like so many generations of family members having children with each other, and they don't turn out great. And then you get the Game of Thrones, and it's like the children are fucking perfect. One of them's got a bit of a power problem. He likes to just like kill people for like dropping a piece of food on the ground. He'll just have their head cut off. So that's not great, but he looks good. If you're, I don't know how old is he? Season 4. Dude, my fucking computer is pissing me off. Yeah, I was gonna say fuck AI. EMP the whole fucking place. Like there's I heard in the deep dive of Atlantis. I heard that they structured, they manipulated a time, gravity, space, souls, power. What's the other one? Mind. I think I said that one. Yeah. Yep, those are the ones. And they combined it with infinity, just infinity, the concept. And then they came up with the new kind of EMP that only works with magic. And it essentially wipes out. It specifically targets every single like AI and somewhat advanced electronic code. And it just wipes it all out. They did this in the new Twisters movie. The new Twisters movie. Which I feel like anytime I say Twisters, like 2 tornadoes fucking plop into the Midwest. I mean, it's not, I mean, there's fucking people out there raping children and drinking blood. I'm over here, like, making jokes for the most part and telling you the truth. There's, Easter eggs throughout all the old episodes and maybe a bunch of new ones. I don't know. What does my gut tell me? It's to be funny. It's to be funny, It's the vibe I've been getting for like over a year. Be a funny guy. Tough, funny guy. Well, I mean, some of the AIs are pretty good. Some of them are great. Some of them are fantastic. Some of them are pretty funny. And I really should. I talked about like a bunch of mental illnesses a while ago, and the world gave me them with the same magic potion, voodoo doll, brewed up spell that you shoot up into your fucking veins. Yeah. This is why I can't really smoke weed anymore. But that explains the memory issues. So it's not some simulation erasing people's memory, which I did think that for a while. Why that is, it don't matter. But it ain't that, I'll tell you that. So I might have been wrong about a couple of things. The impending doom, check that off. 1 through 45, there's a whole list of them. Just get them out. Some of them, blah, 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 blah. I came up with this theory back when I was watching The Truman Show. At the time, I was really obsessed with simulation theory. Like my mind was circulating over and 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 over Minnesota. And, that's right, Hayden. That's right. I almost watched a man cry last summer from a thought that I had inside my head. And at the time, I thought, my beliefs were different about whatever. But it was pretty funny at the time. I thought, man, you gotta be like, I'm not even gonna go there, but man, I think my life is like, what's the word I'm looking for? Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? But, yeah, imagine being a free thinking, free talking, free willed American citizen, human being. I know most of you are probably thinking, what are you talking about, dude? Talking about the world. And, I don't know if anybody's seen that South Park episode, probably, but it's when Cartman starts his own church. And I watched Joel Osteen a couple times, and man, what's to hate about the guy? He's got good teeth. You know what I mean? They shine through the camera lens, kind of blind you, so you can't see. Like a Nazi. Nazi. Not see. Nazi. And, once you start doing things like that, it's when you're telling the universe to give you the lottery numbers, and, the most numbers you see, those are the ones you write down, which most people in the entire country do. Probably. I'm guessing everybody does that. You know what I mean? And what was I saying about the EMP magic? Yeah, it's got electrodes and all kinds of new elements that they stole from Area S4. And Bob Lazar is actually going to be the one to set it off. He's going to do it on the Joe Rogan Experience. He's going to bring in the EMP, and it's just going to be on a flash drive, just the littlest fucking thing, and he's just going to press a button, and it's kind of how easy it is. You just imagine him carrying in like a huge briefcase with like a lever, but no, it's just like a flash drive, like the size of a fingernail, and that's what you know. EMPs are actually pretty interesting too. Child molestation, that's right. GDP. No. Well, maybe I'll try Google. I use DuckDuckGo, which, you know. Anybody ever been to Purgatory Park Trail in west of the Twin Cities? Or Purgatory Park? Or Purgatory Lake? They're all kind of clumped next to each other. Purgatory. You know what I mean? Oh, God damn it. I didn't realize this episode was featuring the Führer, so that's my bad. And, drawing a blank on, oh, yeah, I never finished Sims 5, or maybe I did. I barely talked about it. It's just way better than Sims 4. You literally just fucking move furniture around in an apartment and not talk to your kid while the dog like fucking drinks water. It's so fucking stupid. And it's the highest selling PC game of all time. So I'm just wondering what the fuck is wrong with... Are people okay in the head? Well, I have a new Sims 5. I kind of briefly went over it. Basically, it's Sims in a simulation video game, and you basically just have schizophrenia, and that's the whole like theme of Sims. So it's just Sims with, better graphics and better storyline, obviously, and you just have schizophrenia. So basically, like you hear voices and you talk to them and you listen to what they say and you like see cool shit out in the world, and you get high from drugs, usually, especially lithium, which they give to schizophrenic patients, but you just take the whole fucking script. Get real weird. And then, schizophrenic, that's when AI starts fucking talking to you through the fucking TV screen or reading your mind. In the game. Sims 5. And what else do you do? Oh yeah, you do some coloring and the pictures change every day. And you literally see shapeshifters running around all over town. And people who didn't exist a day earlier are now playing NFL games, and apparently they've been playing in the NFL for 6 years. Even though I've never watched a single fucking game with them playing in the NFL, and I've watched every NFL game pretty much for the last few years. I missed a few last year, maybe. It's not, who the fuck is Josh Dobbs, dude? He didn't exist last year, I swear to God. Since we're doing that, you know what I mean? Since we're literally doing that in the world, like, I mean, I have a list of just NFL players, like 30 of them that have like a weird connection, their name or where they're from or where they went to college. And They either have not existed for as long as is claimed. I swear to God. Sims 5. Or I don't know when they were created or, printed out or what the fuck. But these people are now making millions of dollars playing football, working real hard to get there too. And the families of all these people didn't exist, I'm guessing, either. So imagine all of the people in the world, all the careers, all the money. Imagine all the movies, the TV shows. All right, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in the wrong. For what? Literally trying to figure out what the truth is about reality for over a year? I mean, I'm not even trying to be like a fucking condescending, like grandiose, narcissistic dickhead, dildo. But I'm just like, if we're doing that, in Sims 5, then, I mean, like siblings are now like just getting paid by their fucking brother who didn't exist last week, who's now playing for the New Orleans Saints, to just sit at home. They're getting paid. They didn't even exist. Do you know how much money Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, and Destiny 2, how much, I don't know if it's revenue or whatever the fuck, profit, over $6 billion between those two movies and a video game. $6 billion between two movies and a video game. The Warlock, the Titan, and the Hunter. Warlock, Titan, and Hunt ER. The psychological warfare. Because I looked up what that meant a while ago. And I downloaded some articles to do some research that I never did because, I don't even know why. Got a bit distracted with this concept for this new game, Sims 5. So, I mean, I'm just trying to imagine I'm honestly like, I'm trying to imagine all the money. I'm not even joking, it's probably almost $300 billion. If you're including the war, all the entertainment, all the families and all the sports, all the contract. I mean, who the fuck is Bo Melton, dude? B-O Melt on. Melton. Like, HBO. Like, H. Body odor. That's what it is. Man, damn. How about it's money then? You know what I mean? The kick. I was talking about, what was it? Anybody know Brandon Stark from Game of Thrones? He's the guy, he's the three-eyed raven, the wheelchair guy. You know, I've seen wheelchairs in the clouds. I've seen the shapes of wheelchairs out on the fucking desk and everything, which I didn't leave my sockets in the shape of a wheelchair. I see one in the clouds, and then I see X's everywhere. X, the letter X, 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 X. And I thought, Professor Charles Xavier from X-Men, you know, telepathy. And then he's in a wheelchair just like Bran Stark. Bran, Don, Bran, Dunn, D-O-N, the Don, Donald Trump. That's what my grandpa calls the Don. And he, I think the three-eyed raven, I think he, what is it? He knows everything that's ever happened in history and the future, too, I think. And Brandon Stark, which is, you know, I think there's a theory that the Starks in Game of Thrones are related to Tony Stark and the Avengers. Iron Man, my favorite Avenger. Right where Iron Man has the little fucking, the fucking thing that powers his suit, right in the middle of his chest. That's where I get chest pain sometimes, like quite a bit. It used to be way more. Same spot. And he's just, yeah, you know what I mean. Hold the door, man. Hold the door. And that's about it. Xbox. Box is what I call vagina. Microsoft. Micro penis when soft. You know, I'm a grower, not a shower. Grow and tell. Show and tell. Kind of a good one. Oh yeah, X. Which is the 24th letter in the alphabet with one syllable. Yeah. 24. Let's see here. That's it. Oh yeah, Sims 5. So all this is happening in Sims 5. PlayStation. PlayStation. Shun. You know, like when you shun somebody out of like the village for skinning a woman alive and cooking her alive on a cross because she like got some kid sick or something with like the common cold. Oh man. One of my uncles just joined Pink Floyd 50 years ago. You know? Usually I like to sprinkle these in here every once in a while just because it's kind of more interesting that way. And it's I just like the flow. I just like the flow, baby. I just like to do whatever the fuck. Talk about whatever. Back to Sims 5. So eventually, oh yeah, you basically just like start wars with jokes and pandemics with jokes Um, Natural disasters. You know, you obviously try to do your good, but the world just has it out for you, man. You have schizophrenia. That's the problem. You're hallucinating everything. That's the whole, like, that's the whole. You kind of actually forget that at times when you're playing the game. Because actually, it's very interesting. It's a really good idea for fucking Sims to go this route. I'm not even joking. They really should. They'd probably sell way more fucking copies. I would buy Sims. And I think it's like the shittiest fucking game of all time. Zoo Tycoon is the shit. Roller Coaster Tycoon. Sims. Dude, what? It's like, yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. I was gonna talk about like not house cats and not like uh big cats like lions, tigers, pumas, jaguars, leopards, cheetahs. Kind of, yeah, cheetahs, you know, they're the fastest, so they gotta be up there too. Snow leopards. Are they a big cat? Because lions are a lot bigger. Are snow leopards, leopards? No, they're not endangered. They probably just all died like instantly. Are snow leopards considered big cats like a lion? Lynx are not big, okay? Lynx are sometimes smaller than a house cat. Yeah, snow leopards are the shit, dude. Quora, you gotta love Quora. Q. McMillions. McMillions is a documentary on HBO. HBO Max now. Where this dude who used to work for the McDonald's Monopoly thing where they give out $1 million in the Monopoly. And he was stealing the Monopolies, like the $1 million winners, and just selling them to people out the back. Like some of the doctors in this country do when they take the baby from the mother and they go to, you know, wash it up or whatever. And they come back and they say, "Oh, we're so sorry, miss, but we did everything we could. Baby died." And they don't bring the baby to the mom and they sell it out the fucking back door to fucking China so they can like inject it with COVID 2.0. And so one of the fucking citizens there will buy it from a wet market and eat it. And eat it. And then pretty much everybody in Asia is going to probably die. Because that's what they do with the babies in this country. Joe Rogan talks about it on his podcast, you know what I mean? Go listen to him talk about it. He's funny. He's a funny guy. He is a... I don't think he does much, though, honestly. I don't think him and Elon Musk, they just sit in their pods with their Neuralink chips, because, you know, they already have the Neuralink chips. And they just talk telepathically to each other while they're, you know, in a deep fucking whatever the fuck those water tanks are. They just, you know, send messages inside their heads to each other while their clones do all the work for them. They don't do anything. That's the whole point. They never have. He doesn't do jiu-jitsu. He doesn't do the UFC. He doesn't do stand-up. He doesn't do the podcast. No. That's just like a robotic clone, which the EMP took care of. And yeah, the internet, like, responding to my thoughts is, it's really become counterproductive. This one might be on the Patreon. You might have to pay for this episode. You might have to give us, even though nobody fucking does that. Why would they? Well, I don't know why you wouldn't. I might do the journals on there. You know what I mean? Since I should kill myself, but when I go to want to do that, then chaos ensues. It's like, all right, I wonder if anybody has ever, you know, I've done a lot of research on people in comas, and the hospital staff almost require all the loved ones and the family and the friends, sometimes even the staff, to talk to the patient when they're in the room, for the most part. Play music that they like, talk about memories, play movies, shows, what have you. And because people that recall hearing those people talking can say that that's usually what awoke them or began the awaking stage for the most part, or gave them the strength to carry on or kill themselves. Because if you die in a dream, then you wake up. Or do you? I don't know. My dreams are fucked up. I barely remember any of them. And when I do, they're really either fucked up or weird. Or they're telling me about something 3 weeks in my future. Or I'm listening to a podcast, and while I'm dreaming, I can hear, I got headphones on, and I can hear the podcast talking about my dream. In and out of sleep, when I'm like dozing in and out of sleep, they're talking about what I'm dreaming about. Has anybody been to Taiwan? Taiwan. I think it's, yeah, if people don't think that other people are racist, like, outside of this country, I mean, goddamn, dude. In Asia, they hate Filipinos. They really do. I don't know why. It seems like good people. They probably have, not as many dogs as Thailand. But, oh, snow leopards are geniuses. I guess they're up there with chimps and dolphins. Oh, this guy's going to clear it up thank God. There seems to be some disagreement over what qualifies as a big cat. Officially, big cats are limited to the Panthera family. Lions, tigers, leopards, jaguars, and snow leopards. What about pumas? Are cougas and pumas different? These are the things that I need to know. And what am I trying to think of here? The pandas, they shouldn't be bears. No, that wasn't it. I'm searching for an animal. I used to play that game with my family all the time at the bonfire. At the bonfire. We'd think of an animal, or one person would, and we'd all try to guess it. A crane. Like Ukraine. Man. If I'm going to hell, I got a little good refresher course. Hey. So yeah, Bo Melton, I think he's a Green Bay Packer. It's hilarious. Bo Melton. Jamar Chase. J.J. McCarthy. Justin Jefferson. There's, quite a few of them. Yeah. DeAndre Swift and Taylor Swift, dude. Randy Marsh. So, yeah, man. Sensitive. Yeah, I was talking about family waking up their loved ones in a coma. That's the one thing that brings the people out of the coma, actually, is hearing. That's the most brought up thing on pretty much every article that even references the topic about what specifically wakes them up. There's been a few that said some of them recall not being able to hear, which I don't agree with. All of them hear. You know the word coma? Oh, man. I'm just looking forward to the future, honestly. Because I know there's something real there, right? I felt it for like 30 seconds while I was meeting God, which seemed like heaven at the time. The vision. You know, if you can feel like a woman laying on your leg and your body, and you can smell her perfume and feel the warmth of her body on your leg and your body, and you can feel the whisper of her ear on your earlobe and inside your ear canal, like warm breath, and the smell, so strong. And as you're getting closer and closer to the wall, not the wall I talked about, you know, that's a different kind of feeling. You're like approaching this, what looks like a wall of, like a mirror with like weird shapes, like triangles, and there's smoke and clouds everywhere. And you're in a jail cell sleeping because you got arrested. But the little shitty jail light above you, which is not that bright at all, it's pretty dark in the room. And you haven't had water in like 3 days. And you start, literally, you're sitting inside of your own mind and your soul. It's like sitting inside the cockpit of a plane. Like you're the pilot of your own mind, looking through your eyes. And you're being levitated to the ceiling. And it's like a tunnel, but it's bright white light everywhere you see. Your entire vision is bright white light, essentially. And the wall of the glass mirror, whatever, not glass, whatever, it's making sounds. It's like ding, 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 ding. Like when Doctor Strange throws the mirror at Thanos and they're fighting on Titan. It actually makes that sound. That's exactly what it sounded like. And there's clouds everywhere, like St. Cloud. And as you get closer and closer to the ceiling, which is heaven, that's what it seemed like to me. Because at the time, that's what it looked like. You know, when people talk about near-death experiences or whatever, they see the tunnel and the light, the light, the light, the light, the wall, fucking clouds everywhere, and glass mirrors, like literally making noises. And like, as you get closer and closer to the ceiling, levitating in your own mind, you take a look back, you turn around, about halfway up, 5 feet in the air. This is all like pretty, you know, kind of slow motion. And you see your body laying there on a jail cell bed. A jail cell drug rug. A jail cell drug rug that they are using now for the mattresses that they rip off of the fucking junkies that they arrest. And then they release a day later. That's how they, you know, deal with drugs now. And when you turn around and look at your body on the fucking concrete, it's like dark, like it's shadowed, like it's really dark, not pitch black where you can't see, but it's like really, it's dark, like you can't even see the light from the reflection through your own mind. So imagine your head floating up to the fucking light, and then like obviously your entire vision is light, and then when you're blocking the light, there's still light everywhere around you, even though it's a little fucking like 2 light bulb jail cell light. And when you turn around, you think there would be light everywhere but where your head is, right? But no, it's just dark, pitch black, nothing. You know, pretty much. Well, you can see your body, but, you know, there's no light in the jail cell. And then you turn back around in your mind driving the fucking airplane. And, like the pilot G2 pen. And just trying to gain the courage here. And you think, that's weird. Why was it so goddamn dark back there? And as you're getting closer to the ceiling, the sound of the wall is getting louder, it's getting brighter. You're basically engulfed by the light and consumed by it at the point where just before that you see movement. It looks like transparent fucking like a video when you edit the video and you could see through the image. It's just like pacing back and forth. And then you see one of your good buddies you haven't seen in a while, but you see him like screaming, rah, 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 rah. He's retarded. He's like he just got back from the Capitol riot with the Whitakers. No, but he basically says some fucking gay shit like, Hayden, wake up, you're killing me, dude, wake up. I'm joking. But no, I'm not joking about what he said. It's like, dog, swing for the other team, man. But that's when you feel the weight. Like heavy weight out of nowhere. Because you see yourself laying in a hospital bed with a gown with like needles in your arms. And basically you feel weight like on the left side of your body, like heavy and warm. Really warm, really heavy. And as you're getting closer and closer, it's becoming less and less transparent and more, not vivid, but not see-through, essentially. And basically, the woman that's laying on the left side of your body is getting heavier and heavier and warmer and warmer. And then you smell. And it smells like perfume and shampoo and conditioner. The combination of the three that you haven't really smelled on any other person except one person in the entire world ever. And that's when you feel like it's a little bit cool at first, and then it's nice and warm, like and she says, she fucking plagiarizes some Sublime song and says, come back to me, like What I Got, the song What I Got, come back to me. Yeah. And that's what she says. Well, she whispers it, so you can't really, it's hard to decipher whose voice it is, because most dumb broads sound pretty much the same when they're whispering really quietly. They've had their larynx ripped out, apparently. So you can't really tell, like, you can't really quite decipher whose voice it is, even if you didn't know the person, because it's like, yeah, 4 words, whispered really lightly, but just enough to where you can feel it in your ear canal. And all of these senses are just intensifying as you get closer to the what feels like another world, but obviously it felt like heaven. I mean, that's what I imagine people when they're dying. And I figured I haven't had water in a few days, and they just fucking stuck a needle in my arm for like 5 minutes, and I wasn't even bleeding. And my blood looked like paint. And, oh boy. We got a problem. Just kidding. An hour. It's pretty good. But cheetahs and pumas are also undeniably large, and lynxes and bobcats get fairly large. Not really. I've seen one. And I suppose ocelots and caracals, these are the kinds of cats I was going to talk about, are pretty big compared to house cats. They're medium cats. They're right in the middle. Snow leopards are not particularly large compared to cheetahs and pumas, but officially or not, they are definitely big cats. Hell yeah. Because these other cats, where is it? Ocelot and a caracal. These are really, really cool cats. A caracal. A caracal looks like a lynx, and hyenas are dogs, aren't they? No, they're not. Caracals. Medium-sized wildcat native to Africa. See, they're right in the middle. They're bigger than a house cat, smaller than a snow leopard even. But imagine having a pet, because, you know, the people, I got down on a rabbit hole once on YouTube of people with, like, they got, like, grizzly bears as pets. And this one lady and this dude they live in Russia, and they have a wild puma, not a puma, a mountain lion, like a cougar, as like a dog in their apartment. And basically they just run around and play with the puma, the mountain lion, in the snow. Like it's literally a dog, like Clifford. So I eventually found people with like these medium-sized cats. And dude, I would honestly love to have a caracal. Like Tiger King. They look badass. And they would definitely like bite you right in the fucking neck in the middle of the night while you're sleeping. Imagine if a cat, like a house cat, was just twice the size that they are. They would start like attacking humans. So the vision, just look up ocelot and caracal. Thank me later if you're ever into like exotic animals. Ocelot is ocelot. Caracal is Caracal. See, these are the kinds of things. Caracals. Why did I start talking about them? See, this is where it's, yeah, go to the psych ward, go to the ER. Or how about just be like assertive? Or pick a lane. The reason I haven't picked a lane is because I don't know. I mean, I do, but I don't, man, you know? I'm gonna have to like roll the dice here. But, caracal. Why did I even talk about cats? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's good. So what is it? I'm trying to like, yeah. I just don't see what the problem is with letting a motherfucker know. Like, hey, it's all good. Your caracol's here. Your oslet just coming tomorrow. And they don't ship them to Asian countries, obviously. They just fucking throw them into a stew and sell them at a wet market, dude. Goddamn despicable. Caracoles, they got pointy ears. God, they're so pretty. They really are. The Vision. Like Vision from Avengers. The Mind Stone. Yeah, as you like get closer and consumed and engulfed by the light, you what's the word? The hospital room with the two people. You know, the weight, the heat, the smell, the and vision. God, weed. Hmm. Caracol. How big are caracols? £25 to £40 is a cat. 3.5 feet in length. Pretty fucking, meaty cat. And they got fucking sharp teeth and sharp claws. Like they'd easily fucking, yeah, they'd just bite you in your sleep and drain your body of its blood. Like a vampire, which is actually kind of a turn on, to be honest. So while you're playing Sims 5 and you have a vision, that's when your entire life flashes before your eyes in like a split second, like every memory you've ever had, which none of these memories, which is every memory of your entire life, none of them feel even like 10% as real as this vision. All combined. Which is really unfortunate when you only um, get a glimpse of that for like such a short time. And it really like it makes you um, it's I haven't thought about it lately much because and I have not because what I did think about it all the fucking time. And I just wanted some fucking sign of that world. So, like, but I don't see what the problem is with, like, all the time. Like, smelling that smell whenever that person's there, or hearing that, I guess you could almost call it mute. Like, not like this, not quite like this voice, but like something like this, something like that, something like that. But yeah, you know, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I just thought it'd be funny. Because, but, and then when after your life flashes before your eyes, and what you think is God, what I thought is God at the time, just kind of shrugs his shoulders and goes, "So? Hmm?" But telepathically, you're getting way more detailed question. Which, like, not even really a question, like, yeah, it really is. But basically, the telepathic vibe was, so what are you going to do? What do you want to do? The choice is yours. You can, do you want to stay in the physical realm that you're used to in the jail cell? Or would you like to come to this physical realm where these people are waiting for you? You know, the choice is yours. And then pretty much instantly I thought two thoughts kind of simultaneously. The first one was, well, I think I can win the lottery here, so I'm going to stay for a bit. And then the other one was, well, I don't want to die. And so then instantly, I didn't really think about, well, I don't really want to die, like word for word like that. But I kind of like remember as I was floating up there, I'm like, this is, I kind of like, it just felt like heaven. And I was like, fucking A, I don't want to die yet. And, you know, I was kind of joking about the lottery thing. Also kind of not. And I also said I would not ditch my mom to die before I got her enough money to retire, which, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah. Oh. And it may be, I don't even know. It might have possibly killed me, or I'm not really sure, man. But that's what I would do, you know. That's what I did. And I imagine but as instantly after I had I'm going to stay here for a bit, like a comedy bit, like comedy skits, like when you get skitzed out. And I instantly got shot back down into my body, like instantly. Not even like a millisecond to rethink or change my mind or think about the future or what even was this. Like, I'm not even joking, instantly. It's like I got shot back into my body as the pilot And and then yeah. I just shot awake out of the fucking little entryway rug as a bed, like sweating a like insane amount, like I was drenched in sweat and I was panting like crazy, like I just shot up out of bed, and I fucking stumbled to the sink to drink, like sip water out of the fucking sink, and then that's about it. So, you know, I've been pondering what was that. I thought it was heaven for a while. Not super long, but then I thought, oh, maybe it was home. It's the dream. I felt so real. That was what I was hung up on for a couple months, as I was really adamant about trying to feel those feelings again. They felt like heavy weight. Like somebody who's like a hundred and 120, probably 120 pounds. And never once have I ever felt that ever in my life, before or after. And I smelled the perfume and shampoo smell for about 1 second a few months later. Maybe 2 seconds. Never again, never aside from those two moments, and the person that I'm referring to, obviously, which I haven't seen in years. And good. Good. It's America, baby. This is America, pal. They say no, North Korea, where they're literally like chained up. All the citizens like get chained up to a bed, like a steel slab of concrete every night. And they get like half a breadcrumb to eat. But I have felt warmth on my left leg before, and the internet for weeks or months told me that every day at this time and this time, that's when the person from that whatever, that was actually before that vision. Basically, yeah, 2 a.m., 2 to 4. You know, when you hear that a few times from multiple different people on the internet, what I mean by people is EMP'd nothingness. And when they constantly, you know, when they say those things over and over, like 2 a.m., whenever I'm thinking about the same thing, that's the key. Whenever I'm thinking about that vision or the warmth, no weight, but warmth, and that's when they say 2 a.m. or 1 to, you know, witching hour, blah, blah. And then when you think about it, well, time dilation is, and time manipulation, especially deep in coma dreams, the deeper you get, the more time is diluted. And if you're multiple levels deep, good night, man. So the further, like, and precognition becomes more and more apparent as the dream procures and endures. So basically, the law, like, and you may, oh, that's another fucking idea I had. Basically, that, like, so much time could be passed, like, could have happened in this world, deep in a dream, that, so little amount of time could have, and probably would have passed in the real world, uh, and we probably wouldn't even be able to realize it in the dream world, because it's it's not the same. Like, time isn't the same. And a long time ago, I noticed that time was moving like twice the speed that it used to. It's probably maybe 3 times now. That's why the days go by so fast. It ain't my fault, folks. You know? It's just how it works. I mean, you know what I mean? This is fucking America, dude. If I want to fucking knock myself into another coma and then do it 14 times again, just to see what it's like, I have every right to do that. Where you could go to North Korea, where the leader knocks people into comas and then, like, drains them of all their nutrients slowly, so he doesn't have to poop, and so all of the people in the country think he's a god. So you could go there, or you could stay here in this country, America. America. Where we don't surveil and we do not use thought insertion and blah 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 blah, because we don't need to do that. Not at this point. All effort should be on one thing: exotic animal zoo enclosures. Like, a rhino is, you know, it might be able to break through like a decent sized fence. So you have to take that into consideration when you're buying these animals. And then you got to think, well, my state just legalized sports betting, so maybe I should do that, get into that, and we'll have like caracols at the fucking blackjack table, slicing people's necks open. You know, they pet them and then they. Why not? You know, what's the point at this point? You know what I mean? So what are you supposed to do after, you know what I mean? A vision of roasting possibly your brain functionality. You know, the only reason I think that my senses would not be available to me, too, my brain isn't done healing, or I'm an old sack of bones who's probably going to die like 12 minutes after I wake up from a coma from natural causes. Which wouldn't be very fun, would it? Especially if you got your whole life ahead of you. And I don't, think that should be considered suicide. If you decide to stay in a dream, all the fucking technicalities of all this kind of shit. This is what goes through my mind all the time. So, I just want to look forward to the future. You know, this is why I say, I just say, hey, Alexa, play Red Hot Chili Peppers, Under the Bridge. It's a great song. It's a really good jam. God, I really like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Juicy, the juice. Could you imagine like cutting your wife's head off? Your girlfriend? And then not even like, then getting away with it, not even getting charged criminally on your record after you like robbed a fucking liquor store. Fucking badass, dude. It really is kind of badass. So, I was tripping nuts on these like mushroom edibles the other night. And I was just trying to picture, I feel like my brain was like a record player. It's just skit. But my body and my brain were being like pulled apart. And then I thought, man, if you were in a coma dream, wouldn't it just maybe it would just be easier to like jump off a bridge versus trying to like swallow the entire universe while simultaneously waking up. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. That's where the kick comes in. You're kicked out, boy. But Mom, I was just grounded. You're kicked out, Bobby. Yeah, this episode ain't for the faint of heart. Oh, not genius. Janus. Janus. I bet you could probably hear that on the microphone. I think my ankle's fucked up. I think my left foot is like gonna probably fall off my body here soon. Because I roll it around and crack it all the time. It's actually getting louder and more fucked up. Lisa Dawson. Penny Hoarder. Oh, yeah. Secrets are no fun. Oh, she's talking about don't pay your credit card bill. Well, that's good to know. I'm going to continue not paying them because Lisa Dawson said it was a good idea on Quora. Can you get a loan? New fun facts about snow leopards. They have light green and gray eyes. Very nice. which is very unusual for big cats. They are solitary in nature and are rarely seen in the wild. Unlike other big cats, snow leopards are unable to roar. Another fun fact about snow leopards, I think it's like a good majority of them, maybe half, never, after they leave their mother, they never see another snow leopard for the rest of their life. Like a lot of, like probably at least 25% to 33 at least. Never see another snow leopard ever in the wild. So they never mate, they never have sex, they don't breed, because they're that rare, and they're very territorial and solitary. They like the business private, which is the way I kind of roll usually, but I'm just kind of, we're already an hour 30. Well, I really like snow leopards. Yes, there's a couple of things I just forget to do sometimes. I got a couple of things weighing me down on my mind, but I'm trying to let go, move forward. So a snow leopard is considered a big cat. It's not a medium cat like the caracal or the ocelot. You know? How big are they? They live on an average of 9,800 to 14,800 feet in the air above sea level. That is fucking badass. Damn, man. They need to start meeting each other. They need to have a new website, a dating website for snow leopards. They should actually have a couple of Tiger King enclosures for the snow leopards and breed them. Get the numbers back up. Get the fucking juices flowing. And get because there's only 4,080 to 6,590 snow leopards in the wild in the entire world. So that's unacceptable. No wonder they don't see each other ever. Anywhere from 50 to 120 pounds. Ding, 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 ding. Ring-a-ding-a-ding. Ring-a-ding-a-ding. They're so pretty, dude. Yeah, I'll save that for another episode. Yeah, now. I gotta get home. So, yeah. Yeah. This is to the aliens for doing this to me. For kidnapping me and bringing me to the furthest possible planet from planet Earth. And dropping me into like a weird game show TV documentary where they just like put somebody through extreme levels of psychological comedy. So, aliens, I thank you. I do. I'm not even going to do that either. Fuck it.